It's me, Renee. I'm back. And today, as you can see, it's my June TBR. And yeah, I feel a bit weird doing this because I'm a mood reader. I suppose I could simply just do a quick video and just say my TBR for June is books because I know I'm going to read books, but what they are, it's a bit more debatable. But then again, I have some books I kind of want to read this month. Well, this month in June. I'm filming this in May, but yeah. So yeah, I have some options, and yeah, if I'm going to get to all of them, maybe not. But I think I'm going to read some of them anyway. So yeah, first we have Six Times We Almost Kissed and One Time We Did by Tess Sharp. So this is a bisexual story, so it works very well for June being Pride Month. And yeah, it's the second book by Tess Sharp, who also wrote The Girls I've Been, which is a YA thriller, I would say, thriller-ish. This, I believe, is more rom-commy, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, yeah. And yeah, excited to get to it because I very much enjoyed the first book by Tess Sharp. Then we have Wild Beauty by Anna Marie McLemore. I've had this book for 2 years now. I think I also have another book by Anna Marie McLemore. Yeah, I've heard lots of good things about their writing. I have not read any of them yet, and I do quite want to. I believe that most of their books uh, fairy tale reimaginings or remixes, which I love. Also, this is a beautiful cover, so yeah, maybe this is June actually get to it. Then we have The School for Unusual Girls by Kathleen Baldwin. First in a series, and I believe this is kind of like steampunk-ish. I think it's kind of like a steampunk world or like a spy boarding school. Well, I know it's a boarding school. I'm not quite sure what more it is. But yeah, I've seen it around. I got it from a used bookstore, and yeah, kind of want to read it now or soon. And then we have We Could Be Heroes by Mike Chan, which has been described as Thor Ragnarok in book form. I love that movie, so yeah, excited to read this book. And yeah, it's a superhero story, which I very much enjoy. So yeah. Then we have Bookshops by Jorge Carrion, which I actually had planned to read earlier this year for Eurovision Fun, and then I kind of couldn't find it. And yeah, so that's kind of happens when you have full bookshelves and you can't find all the books all the time. Especially not this book. It's not a huge book, so it was hiding on my bookshelf. But yeah, this is a non-fiction book about bookstores around the world, and yeah, it's about bookstores around the world. So I've traveled kind of like about bookstores, and yeah. And then we have The Vanished Birds by Simon Jimenez, of which I've heard great things about this book. Well, am I thinking back? Because we have read other books by Simon Jimenez, or yeah. Anyway, it's a sci-fi story. It's a sci-fi story with time travel elements. So yeah, my jam. And also, the author is non-binary. Pretty sure it is. They are queer anyway. I'm pretty sure they are non-binary. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Want to get to it. And then we have Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail by Ashley Herring Blake. It's an adult romance, adult uh, woman loving woman story. And I've heard very, very good things about Ashley Herring Blake. Have not read any of her books yet, but yeah, want to. And also, yeah, books very well with Pride. So yeah. Then we have The Agency for Scandal by Laura Wood. This is a historical mystery story, if I'm not quite mistaken. I think it's a standalone. I might be mistaken there, but I think it's a standalone. And yeah, This one came out last year, so it's a newer release, and yeah, want to get to it. And then we have A Lady's Formula for Love by Elizabeth Everett. Another historical romance. Historical romance. This one is for adults. It's the first, I believe, in a series. Well, as like we usual with romance stories, it's a companion series. And yeah, I'm quite excited to get this one as well. And then we have Soul of Stars by Ashley Posner. This is the second and last in a duology. It's a duology. It's a retelling of Anastasia Romanoff, that story, or like the Fox movie or Fox Now Disney movie. I've read the first one 5 years ago now. No, 3 years ago, some years ago. And yeah, this is the second one. I very much want to get to it. And yeah, and then we have quite a lot of books. Oh, and do I not overdo my TBRs? I suppose maybe I'll get to all of this. So yeah. And then we have It Happened One Midnight by Sarana De Wild. This is adult fairy godmother story, so it's kind of adult cozy-ish paranormal story. And yeah, thank you, it'll be a fun read. And then we have Questland by Carrie Vaughan. It's kind of like Jumanji, but like written for an adult audience. So it's kind of like you go into a game and kind of I suppose kind of more like Dungeons and Dragons ish. And yeah, nice to read it. I've had it for like a year or so on my TBR, so maybe I'll read it now, maybe. And then we have Sora Books for Happily Ever After by Taj McCoy. As you can see, also might have guessed, this is a love story. And yeah, based around a bookshop owner and a famous author, and yeah, all that nice stuff. So yeah, very much enjoying and anticipating getting to this one. Then we have The Sun and the Star. Yes, it's been out a few weeks now. I have not read it yet. Why not? I just haven't. I'm thinking probably this will probably be one of my first picks of June. I'm thinking because I do quite want to read it. I just for some reason haven't yet. But yeah, very excited to read this. And then lastly, I'm gonna do something doing lately where I'm gonna unwrap a book. I mean, most of the times when I unwrap these books, like because you don't know what this is, I wrapped some of my TBR books in December, planned to read them in December. Didn't happen. Since then, I've been kind of like unwrapping some of these and kind of thinking maybe I'll read them like this month. So yeah, I suppose maybe this is a book that I feel like, you know what, I'm in the mood for it. And I'll pick it up. And if not, it's just kind of fun to unwrap stuff, isn't it? I think it is. I think it is. So yeah, let me open it up. Winter's Orbit by Arena Maxwell. So this one works perfectly for Pride because it's a male love story, and it's set in outer space. I've heard it's been compared to Red, White, and Royal Blue. Though I suppose how that could be, I suppose it's a love story, but it's just with males, but it's in outer space, not here. I think it's between a prince and a diplomat. I might be wrong, but yeah, I've heard good things about this one. And you know what? I can't wait to pick it up soon-ish. I'm thinking maybe I will now because it's on my radar, more on radar now than usually. And yeah, and yeah, well, I suppose that's it. I also have some library books. You know what? I'm gonna show them to you as well because why not? For library books, we have Underjordisk Uppdrag, which I've showed you before because well in my library hall. But yeah, it's the third in a Norwegian series. It's a middleweight series. It's not a comic book, but there's every now and then there's like big pictures, illustrations. It's based on Norse mythology, and yeah, it's quite a fun series. It's original, different, and quite funny, and I like the characters, and yeah, I'm kind of enjoying it, and yeah, kind of want to keep on with this series, so that's why I borrowed it from Larry, and yeah. And we have Safranhuset by Rosanna Leigh. This is kind of like a historical story for women. Sounds weird, but like, yeah, I think it's kind of like historical drama, mystery, more drama, romance story. And yeah, kind of intrigued to get this one. And then we have Birgit Skarsten, min første biografi. So it's a biography about this Norwegian Paralympic athlete. And yeah, then we have Kronprinsens nye klær, which is a contemporary, funny, satire-ish story about the monarchy, Norwegian story. And yeah, and then we have The Time Rider by Sinead O'Hart, a time travel Mildred story, which, yes, definitely up my alley. So, yeah, and that, my dear friends, is my June reading plans. And yeah, if you have any thoughts on any of these books, if you have any pride books or just books in general you think I would love to read, talk to me and recommend me them in the comments. And yeah, I hope you have a nice reading plan for June as well, and nice reading month. And yeah, bye.